Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and this is a bit of a different video, right? This is not a reaction to a trailer or anything. Don't worry, I won't be showing any footage or anything, but I just wanted to talk about this because it's blowing up all over social media as of now. And yeah, so spoiler alert, right? Spoiler alert. I'm not showing any footage, however, but I'll be talking about a little bit of the things that has happened in Suicide Squad Justice League. So spoiler alert, you have been warned. If you do not want to watch, please do not watch this video any further. So yeah, as you can see, like from this title, even from IGN's video, people are not happy, especially with um, Batman's death scene, apparently, right? So this was not a big brainer or a big hidden secret, right? All of the all of the Justice League members were bound to die in this game, right? That much was obvious. Uh, I think it's just that the way they have done it is what has pissed people off. I can see why they're pissed off, but I can see from the company's perspective also as to why they chose to. No, I mean, like, why they chose to kill the character, but why they chose to do it in that specific manner, right? That's what I would say. Because um, so one thing is, so this game is being released, is going to be released in 2 days time, right? And so people have got their hands on early copies, and there are plenty of spoilers all around. I did my best to avoid all the spoilers as much as can. But the minute you see things like these, you're like, okay, what the hell is going on, right? And then you see thumbnails of different things, you piece them all together, and then you finally have a full picture. So at this point, it's very hard to avoid all of these spoilers. So let's talk about like what exactly has happened, right? So as you know, in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, no big brainer, the Justice League members are gonna die. Namely, most notably, so basically the four main bosses, which is Flash, Green Lantern, Batman, and Superman. Yeah, I think those are the four main bosses, right? So they're all gonna die, right? I like each one of them, right? And sad that they're all gonna die, but I think what's making it a bit of an issue in this game is because this was Kevin Conroy's last performance as Batman, right? Before his untimely death. And it's one of the main reasons why I was also planning on maybe playing. I was still 50-50 because I still don't enjoy the gameplay of this game and things like that. Because they said that there is no paid content, story content. It's only just cosmetics that needs to be paid for. But then you see things like I saw images of battle passes and things like that. So you're just wondering what is going on, right? Is this going to be turning into another Marvel Avengers type ish, shitstorm or thing like that, right? But yeah, the main focus of this is Batman's death, right? His death scene, which is fine, right? I can understand them killing the character because it was bound to happen. But yeah, people are not happy about it because of the way it has happened, right? So apparently he gets a really lame death, right? So he gets executed, like he gets beaten by all four members of the Suicide Squad, and then he gets executed by Harley Quinn. I think that's what people are most pissed about. That she did it, and she did it in a very lame way. And this is the Arkham Batman, right? This is the because the devs have said that this is the canon sequel to the Arkham series. So this is the Arkham Batman, and if you guys have played the Arkham series, that Batman is no joke, right? He took on an army of he took on a freaking army of villains in just one night, and what, call it a day, right? So what I was looking forward to in this game when I first saw the announcement, right, of this game was, okay, so what happened between the gap between the Nightfall protocol that he took and here, right? What exactly happened during that time? Will they explain it? I'm not sure, but seeing this now, you're like, does it even matter anymore, right? I'm not saying I'm unhappy about it. I'm just saying it's fine to kill off a character, but I think you need to give the characters due diligence because that Arkham series Batman, if it was any other Batman, if this was a different Earth like Batman or something, if they went in that direction, that would have been fine because we don't know this Batman. But this was the Arkham series Batman, which we spent so much man hours playing as, right? And to see your character, this is kind of like Joel's death in Last of Us 2, right? If you guys remember, we played as Joel the entirety of Last of Us 1. Fine. We're getting ready to play him as Last of Us 2, and bam, he's dead. Same thing here, especially that but difference is this happens at the end, but in the manner of it, the manner in which it happened is what has triggered a lot of people, right? They say it's disrespectful to Kevin Conroy's last performance. I don't see it as disrespectful, but I see it that they are fumbling something really good that they had, right? They had something really solid, which was the Arkham series Batman, right? And people loved their company for making it, right? And they just, it feels like the company, it feels like Rocksteady kind of like shot themselves in the foot with this, right? I can see the reason for doing it, right? But there are ways of doing it. It's like they wanted to move away from the Arkham series Batman so that they could focus on different projects, right? So they didn't need to worry about people, I guess, people pinging on about, hey, when's the next Arkham Batman game coming out, right? Everyone wants that Batman back. So I think they wanted to, like, properly be done, which is fine, right? Which is fine. I'm fine with them doing it on the on Arkham Knight, right? That's it. Batman calls it a day, retires. That's fine. And if he needs to die in this, that's also fine. But they could have given him a much better death, like, something similar to Diana's death in game, right, where she was trying to help them kill Superman, because that is exactly what happened. Something like similar to Batman's death in the Justice League. Was it Justice League Dark? No, the last Justice League. Where they all failed the invasion against Darkseid, right? Where Darkseid kills half the Justice League. So I can live with the Batman's death like that, even if it's the Arkham series Batman. But this was just done in a really weird, lame way. I mean, it just feels like they just did not respect their own character, right? This was their own creation, the company's, developers' creation, which they did a really good job, and they just, they didn't like their own character right there. And I'm not feeling too strongly about it, but it just, after investing so much hours playing as the character, enjoying that character, uh, yeah, I can see why people are also pissed off at the same time, but I can also understand at the same time understand why the company is doing it, why the developers are doing it, right? Trying to move forward. But so yeah, as you can see, people are not happy. Like all over social media, everyone is saying that the Gotham Knights Batman death is much better. I mean, I can see why they make a point for it as well, given that it was Ra's al Ghul who did it, right? Since Ra's al Ghul is pretty much on Batman's level, and in this, pretty much he doesn't exactly die to Ra's al Ghul. It's more like he succumbed to his injuries, right? I can't remember what exactly happened, but yeah. Either way, I mean, even Arkham, even Gotham Knights wasn't exactly a really awesome game. Uh, but yeah. So I mean, like that's basically what I wanted to like talk about as to the shitstorm that's happening that's surrounding around Batman's death in game. Uh, why I was like so looking at it from the point of fans, looking at it from the point of developers, can understand both parties why it's happened, but given it's not just any other Batman, right? It is an iconic Batman. Given that it's given people so much joy, the the Arkham series itself, right? Given that particular Batman has given people a lot of joy, a lot of enjoyment, right? I think I can understand why a lot of people are pissed off at the moment, right? Um, yeah, I don't understand like why do sometimes like they wanna, because it is a good legacy, right? And they just kind of like fumble their legacy a bit with that Arkham series. They just dropped it there, like, ah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, but it's not as bad as Joel's death, right? Joel's death was just shocking. It was like a something else, right? Yeah, no one was saying that Joel was Last of Us, right? It wasn't him. It was the duo, right? That was the face of Last of Us, right? Joel wasn't the solely face. It was him and Ellie together. But his death kind of like, yeah, just shocked us. Batman's death here is not shocking. It's just that, ah, yeah, people are just, it's just like, that character which we all invested so much time in reading about, enjoying, playing as, is gone in this very weird manner, right? That's what I would put it as. So yeah, I mean, like, uh, let me know what you guys think about this entire situation. If you guys have seen the videos, and what do you guys think about it? I think it's fine. I right. I think it's fine. I just think that they could have done it better. I think killing the character is fine, but they could have done it. They could have given him a better death, right? Better death. Harley. It could have been Harley. I don't mind it being Harley because out of the four characters, it is Harley who has the closest connection to him, right? Given that each of the Suicide Squad characters had a connection to each of this Justice League Squad members that were the bosses, right? So Harley had the closest connection to him. But they could have done it in a better way, right? If you guys have seen that video, you'll understand what I'm talking about. It's just that the dialogue is just very lame, right? It should have been a better dialogue there, right? It's just them just bantering at each other. It should have been something else, right? It should have been like, this is the Batman Arkham. This is the Batman who broke out of Joker's psychological this thing that takes trying to take over his head, right? And he gets taken over by Brainiac, and I would have expected at least one little moment where we see the real Batman come back, so that they have a proper honest conversation. But this is just evil Batman, like, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. So what does this mean? Does this mean that I'll play? I will probably try to play. I think I might. Maybe not. um, the game is quite expensive. I will say that, right? It is quite expensive. I just want to like be very careful that whether this will be. It's not like something like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, right? Where we're sure we know what we're getting our money's worth, right? So I need to be 100% sure before I just dive into this, because it'll be quite an investment, as in, like, if I'm streaming it, because it'll have late game content, so I'll be grinding away as well. So I want to ensure that I fully enjoy it. That I can fully enjoy it before I undertake it. So yeah, that's all we have for today's video. It's basically want to talk about this situation that's been brewing up revolving around Batman's death. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. Do like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you guys enjoy my content. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Till then, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys later then. Bye bye.